Thanks for joining me in part 4 of my Wild Climb to Legend series. Before we jump into the 5 games I want to show you today, let me tell you about the couple changes I made to my list. I swapped out Satyr Overseers to add in Snip and Zilliax. Snip is a nice sticky minion and lets me combat token decks like Odd Paladin, and I can go wide and scale with it later in the game by building or using the echo effect to play Snip multiple times. Zilliax pairs really well with Snip, helps me gain a bit of life in races to lethal, and also helps me reduce the cost of my Happy Ghouls to 0. So that's my thinking with those cards. Let's jump in, see how they did, and see how I did overall. My first matchup is against a Druid. What kind of Druid? I'm thinking a Kel'Thas Jade Druid. Have to throw back my hand looking for a better hand. I get Baku and I get Crimson Sigil kind of stranded in the middle of my hand. So I'm hero powering on my first turn. And on turn 2, I'm throwing out the Crimson Sigil runner. Strength in numbers suggests it's a big druid of some type. The fireflies show up, which is kind of nice. Lets me play a few things. Overgrowth is hard to see. I figure I'll equip the Warglaives to be able to perhaps set up the Glaive-bound Adept. He plays the Rotten Apple Bomb. Certainly look like Taunt Druid to me. I get a Consume Magic, but do I want to use it on this taunt? I'm sure he's got bigger taunts. I just hero power and use a charge of the Warglaive to get through the Apple Bomb. There's an even bigger taunt. The 214 Mashog Enforcer is a better target for the Consume Magic. The Wing Guardian is going to be tough to get through. It's going to cost me a lot of life. I figure prioritizing keeping the minions alive versus my health is the right thing to do. The Druid gaining 12 armor there is kind of backbreaking. I just won't have any lethal setup anytime soon. The Mashog Enforcer still managed to soak 4 damage from my Priestess of Fury, which is frustrating. Another Wing Guardian. And the Juicy Psych Melon means he's probably got Hadronox in hand. I really wish I had a Mana Burn or Lotheb to be able to counter the Hadronox play that I see coming, but I don't have it. So basically I'm mostly going through the motions here. The Priestess of Fury actually managed to kill the Mashog Enforcer, which means it's going to come back, which is not what I want. That's actually worse for me. Maybe not attacking would have been the right thing to do there, to kind of deny 2 Wing Guardians from coming back. That actually would have been a lot smarter. So here I'm just testing things, seeing how much life, how much damage I could take, but I'm going to concede. My win streak is broken. Now I'm up against a mage. Battle Fiends, good start. Though the 5 and 7 drop are a long ways away. The Firefly is helpful to help fill out my curve. When my hero power is 2 attack, it's a little bit harder to decide if a 1 attack minion is more worthwhile than my hero power. So it looks like I'll be using my Warglaive Adept. I'm thinking, can I get a Consume Magic off of the Cobalt Spellkin to be able to deny a Ice Block? The answer is no, I can't, which is too bad. It's a 25% chance to not get a Consume Magic. Looks like some sort of freeze mage. Turn the draw through his deck as much as possible. There I could have attacked with the Firefly first to get in 1 damage before it died, instead of attacking with the Cobalt Spellkin first. Priestess of Furies, good way to do a lot of damage when my other minions are frozen. So here I see an easy lethal setup over 2 turns. I'll pop the Ice Block and then I'll play Loatheb and 2 mana burns, and my opponent will not be able to play another Ice Block and only have 5 mana. And having all spells cost +5, just not going to work. So my opponent probably didn't like that play and just leaves without conceding. Rage quits. The Loatheb and double mana burn is just a great closer. Up against a rogue here. Not sure what kind of rogue lists are popular right now. I keep thinking odd rogue is maybe popular, but I haven't played an odd rogue yet. It used to be. And pirate rogue also, but that doesn't seem like it's getting played ever since the change with the lifesteal addition to Kingsbane. So no 3 mana play, or no play basically except for hero power in turn 4, which is clunky. Starting to think maybe my deck is a little bit clunky sometimes, not allowing me to use my mana in my initial turns well enough. I kind of want to save my Warglaive to do even more damage. I don't know, maybe it wasn't better than playing Warglaives there. I decided to take down the 5/6. I'm just not sure what I'm facing. I don't have the board, so I'm trying to fight for the board here. I'm thinking Priestess of Fury next turn, until I see the Zephrys get played, and then Shadow Stepped, which means the Priestess of Fury is going to be pretty vulnerable. So now it's time for a different play. Is it Cobalt Spellkin or is it Snip Snap? I think I go double Snip Snap. Go wider, kill the 1/1. Two Snip Snaps is not easy for Zephrys to deal with. That's a surprise there. Consume Magic to get through there. Kill the 1/1 so he can't play use the 1/1 and weapon charge to kill the 3/2 Battle Fiend. It's at 19. He's got 0 mana or Zephrys. Is he going to use it? Does. What's he get though? Flame Strike? Flame Strike. So he's at 18. Here I can bring him down to 10. And then I'm basically in lethal range over the course of the next turn with Metamorphosis and a hero power plus attack from the Warglaives. the stealth from the hero kind of changes that. I decided to take another Metamorphosis, or an I-Beam actually. The Priest of Fury helps get in some damage there, even though Villar of the Hollow is stealthed. My board's pretty strong. I don't know what kind of play he might have. Oh, Tess. Not terrible, not bad, but not enough. So, easy lethal. Another mage. Quest mage? Turn 1 Battle Fiend. Feels good. Now I gotta use all my attack and damage into the Doomsayer. That's fine with my hero power. I like that. Inner Demon could maybe work, but I feel like that is way too slow in this matchup. Soul Split. I figure if I can get it on the Priestess of Fury, that's pretty sweet. Even the Glavebound Adept. Suddenly, I don't have the board, so that's kind of tough. Well, here I can kill the Reno and threaten with the Glavebound Adept. Yeah. Priestess Fury is going to be helpful. And I killed the mage. Now time for another mage. 1-drops that add more 1-drops to my hand potentially. Filling up my curve in the early game. I like it. So here's a little tricky because I want to clear the 2/2, but by clearing the 2/2 sets up the secret, which could clear my minion. Black Mage is a bummer, but the Lost Souls, is that what they're called? The 2/1s that chop off the Urzor horrors are pretty useful. So here I'm really glad I've got the Lifesteal weapon. Just trying to stay ahead of the Secret Mage in life and in board presence. I'm afraid of a mirror image. I forget about duplicate being a secret, so I end up giving him 2 free 5/5s, which is a bummer, and also taking a ton of damage there from the secret. I guess I figure I've got some lifesteal with Snip Snap and Zilliax. The reason I kind of put these cards in my deck. I figure I can actually tank all the damage from these 5/5s because I'm gaining enough life. That way, it's a lot less likely that he'll find lethal without getting significant minion damage in. Though he's got Aluneth. But I feel like I can shut down Aluneth with Loatheb, of course. And then I've got the Cobalt Spellkin, which can add some mana burns. I wish I had broken the Ice Block the turn before. That would have been more useful than killing the 5/5s. Didn't get any more life because I popped the Ice Block with my Zilliax Should have attacked into a minion, probably. Well, the mage didn't have anything as far as an ice block to live another turn. A decent 5 games. I went 4-1, not bad, putting me at 12-5 for the season in Wild so far with my Odd Demon Hunter, starting all the way from the bottom of bronze. I've got 5 more games in Part 5 coming tomorrow. Hope you'll check that out, including a rematch against the Mage Imtimito that I played in my 4th game here that I won. Can I win again? Check it out.
Vengeance is mine! Vengeance is mine! Vengeance is mine! Vengeance is mine! I already struck.